Breathe better and sleep deeper with the Levoit Classic 160 Top Fill Humidifier. Don't wait. Check out the link in the video description to get your Levoit Top Fill Humidifier on Amazon today and enjoy a healthier, more comfortable home. Welcome to ElectroDrive News, the only news channel that dares to challenge the EV hype. I'm your host, David Harsanyi, and today we're going to expose the brutal truth behind the electric vehicle industry's financial woes. It's time to put on our thinking caps and ask, what's really driving this so-called revolution? In the automotive world? Is it genuinely about saving the planet or just a clever marketing ploy by the left to manipulate consumers? The answer, my friends, is straightforward. The EV industry has become an expensive, bloated boondoggle that's sucking up billions of taxpayer dollars and leaving car makers hemorrhaging cash. Let's take Ford, for example. Last year alone, they lost $5 billion on electric cars. That's roughly $60,000 per unit sold. And if we look at their financials, it's clear that Ford would be a profitable company without the pressure to churn out EVs. But why are car makers like Ford so desperate to join the EV bandwagon? Well, it's simple. They know that when the bubble bursts, and it will, they'll be bailed out by taxpayers. The Biden administration has strong-armed them into pledging 40%, 50% of all new cars sold by 2030 would be electric. It's a classic case of regulatory capture. And let's not forget the government subsidies. A few years ago, a study by the Texas Public Policy Foundation found that the average EV would cost $48,698 without regulatory credits, hidden costs, and subsidies. Imagine how few EVs would be sold if those tax breaks went away. But Ford isn't the only one struggling in the EV world. Companies like Rivian and Lordstown Motors are also hemorrhaging cash, with some even filing for bankruptcy. Now you might say, but David, what about Tesla? It's the only profitable major EV maker out there. Well, here's a surprise. Even Elon Musk thinks that federal and state tax credits should go away. That's right, even the king of electric cars is saying it's time to rethink this whole subsidies for ecological superiority scheme. And what about our international friends? Even companies like Lucid Motors in Saudi Arabia are losing millions per car sold. The Chinese are also struggling, with some estimates suggesting they lose around $10,000 to $30,000 on every smart car produced. So here's the bottom line. If people want to buy electric cars, that's their prerogative. But we shouldn't be subsidizing their rides. It's time for the EV industry to get back to basics and focus on creating a profitable business model without relying on taxpayer dollars. Join us next time on ElectroDrive News as we continue to probe the depths of this electrical fiasco.